All right, welcome back to Mailk Cunningham franchise here on Madden 24. Recording this one soon after I recorded the last one, so just looking to quickly finish out the season here and find out if we're going to make the playoffs. Have to beat the Jets and would need some help to get in after a loss to the Bills. Not sure we're going to be able to compete very well in the playoffs, but if we make it, you always have the chance. We're going to blame the offensive line for the sacks. We're also going to stay the course. They're going to get minus morale. They just want us to beat the Jets, and we'll get some sort of bonus for not getting sacked. Going to the weekly strategy here. They want us to do blitz counter. Why not? I don't usually like to do blitz counter, but we'll try it. Hopefully it works as we get into our practice drill here. That one's incomplete. Probably waited a little too long to throw that one. Trying to get gold. Trying to get that dev trait for Mailk Cunningham. Again, I think I'm just going to take whatever we get the first try here. Just look to throw it underneath to Garrett Wilson on that one. We're just going to take whatever we get the first time here. We're not going to play till we get gold, but hopefully we can get gold our first try. We've got bronze now here. Tried to get it. I think that was to Jameson Williams in the back of the end zone, but incomplete, and we lose our multiplier. Might not even be able to get silver here if we don't play this carefully. Just taking some underneath shots to get the multiplier up here. That's incomplete. Doesn't look like we're even going to get bronze now. Or not bronze, but silver. We've already got bronze. Just doesn't look like we're going to get silver here. I think it's a little more realistic. Maybe we don't play until we get gold. If you have a bad week of practice, you don't get to do it again. So, excuse me there. Nose got a little irritated, had to sneeze. Got turf toe for. Is that Jameson Williams with the turf toe? He hasn't really been on the field a lot, but he can make a big impact when he comes into the game. So not having him is not good. As I think we'll just go field general here on Patrick Queen. He's playing up to a 91. +2 acceleration, +2 block shedding. His block shedding is up to 80. Good, the tight end will go possession. He's playing up to an 84. He's really an 82 now. As he gets some blocking upgrades, +1 short route running, +2 catching traffic. I think that's what that said. Mims, we can go slot. Trent Boone's got an upgrade. We're going to go physical. He's our physical wide receiver, catching traffic relays and spec catch. He's Got 90 spectacular catch. Ronnie Perkins with an upgrade. He's playing up a little bit. And we'll get into the game here. Taking on the Jets, and it looks like we're going to have some snow here. They're in a spot like Brandon Tiller, 26 touchdowns, 22 interceptions. Pretty similar numbers to Mailk Cunningham, actually. Although, I think Mailk Cunningham does have more interceptions than touchdowns, so might have a few less touchdowns as well. But we definitely need a win here. Last game of the season. Don't know what we're going to do in the off season. Not really sure. I think we have our own first round pick, I'm pretty sure. So if we don't make the playoffs, we'll probably have like a mid first round pick, I would think. I think we still have it. I don't think we traded it. We might have, but I don't really remember. So I've played a couple of games in a row here the last couple of days, but there for a while I hadn't played much Mailk Cunningham franchise. I played about half the season and then played Browns franchise for quite a while. There was a while where I had a lot of my videos already recorded before I started doing the commentary. We're going to get a sack there by Greenfield. A loss of 8 on the first play. And Tiller looked like he might have been hurt, but that's still him out there. So they're going to pitch it, and Pepper's able to break off the block there. Chase him down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 14. Not sure what they're going to do here. I know they're going to pass the ball, but they're going to get it out. And it's actually going to be caught for a first down. 17 yards. That's DeAndre Hopkins on their team there. Looks like they may actually have a few good players on offense, but at this point, DeAndre Hopkins is probably regressed pretty heavily, so they're going to hand it off. I don't remember what the outcome was when we played. I think we actually lost to the Jets the last time we played them. I think they only had maybe one win on this season, and I think we lost to them. I think we turned the ball over too many times. I could be wrong. I mean, go back and watch it. It's been a while, so I think we played them pretty early in the season. Of course, we're in the same division. We played them twice, so getting the ball out there, that looked like he didn't even touch him, and he pushed him over. So great job there, Madden. I'm gonna blitz Patrick Queen here. They're gonna get it out in the flat and just pick up a first down. I think that's KJ Hamler. I'm going to check it down to the running back. He gets nothing, but Gonna keep that completion streak alive. Broken ribs for Barmore. We're gonna have to bring in some other players here, as Anderson and Hutchinson stand up on play. Now Tim Carter's hurt. One of our better defensive tackles. It's gonna bring Uche and White into the game, and then Hutchinson at defensive tackle. And looks like the first incompletion to throw away. We're gonna keep Uche in the game. Carter just has some cramps, so nothing serious. But we don't want it to turn into anything serious as the Jets get on the board with a field goal. Boswell's their kicker. As I don't know that any of this Jets team is the same. I mean, it's pretty different here, and I don't know what year we're in. We're in 2025. We're in 2025. 4,000 yards for Mailk Cunningham. 29 touchdowns to 32 picks. Would definitely like to get a 30th touchdown in this game. Maybe even a couple of extra touchdowns to get that touchdown interception ratio just a little bit better. Edwards-Helaire gets us a first down there. And that's intercepted. Really thought Mailk Cunningham could get the ball over the head of the defender. Maybe he should have tried to lob it a little more, but I don't know why we run that play, because it never really works. It's like play action read, and it doesn't work. Nobody ever gets open on it. They always play. As we get a roughing the passer penalty. And I think that was my user there. We're trying to get the pressure. Must have hit him after he threw the ball there, so that's going to be incomplete. He's Brendan Tiller now, their quarterback, has had a few incompletions since he started 6 for 6. They're going to go play action here and just check it down in the flat. They get no yards on the play. Would love to hold him to a field goal here, keep it a one-possession game. Going with some zone coverage here, hopefully. Nobody gets too open. And we're going to sack Brandon Tiller. Greenfield's second sack of the game. He's having a day. It's going to make it a longer field goal attempt here. Might be a little tough in the snow, but they nail it. Not going to rush that one too much. Don't want to get called for roughing the kicker and give him a fresh set of downs. We can take the lead here with a touchdown. Extra point, obviously. I think we're going to run the ball here with Edwards-Helaire. As Ramondre Stevenson has yet to get a carry. We're going to go with a screen here. As I think that's Quentin Williams there in the zone. We get the screen out, but we only get 3 yards. Really don't get much blocking. As Ramondre Stevenson is now into the game. Probably not looking to get it to him the ball, though. And the defense was good. Mailk Cunningham can't get it complete. Really just not getting anything on first and second down made that tough. As they're going to get some yards on their turn, get all the way out to the 45. And we've not done a lot to stop them here. Done really just enough that we're just kind of keeping it close. As Kyle Duggar has an interception. Right on cue. Talking about how we really haven't stopped him other than at the end of drives, and he picks it off. First turnover for the Jets. And Ramondre Stevenson going to take the ball now. His first carry gets 4. We're going to give it to him again. Pretty good blocking. He just powers through. And going to look to go with a little outside run here. He doesn't get a lot, but does get the first down. Going to throw the bubble screen here. Mims gets 2. That's actually going to count as a run because it was a backwards pass. Edwards-Helaire back in the backfield. We're going to check it down to him. He's going to get close to a first down. Comes up 3 yards short, and I think we can look to run the ball here. Try to get 3, as we don't really get the blocking. That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, and we'll see if Coach just wants us to kick a field goal here. They do want us to just kick the field goal. I'm fine with that. And it's going to be no good. Didn't have the accuracy. Jake Elliott having a little trouble in the snow here. Just going to give the Jets the ball back. We get nothing out of that interception. And dropping back, and he just keeps dropping back. And that's another sack for our defense. 3 sacks on the game for our defense. None for theirs. Mailk Cunningham has had a good game actually getting the ball. That one's dropped. Maybe can chalk that one up to the conditions. Ball a little hard to catch with the snow there. Carter. It's going to be a screen. And they're going to get a little bit of it back. But they go 3 and out here. The sack really caused a lot of trouble for him on first down and really allowed us to shut down their offense. Decent return out to the 32. Mailk Cunningham back onto the field now. And I'm not liking a lot of these plays. I think we're just going to run it. Get Edwards-Helaire out on the field. He's really our speed back. Joel Bitonio is injured. And I'd like to get Ramondre Stevenson onto the field now. We've done well when we can run the ball the last several weeks. He's got 5 rushes for 21 yards. We're going to run the same play again and just see if they can't stop it. They do that time, we lose a yard. We're actually going to go no huddle here. I think we're going to go with a screen. We're going to flip the formation. I like running the screen to the short side of the field a lot of the time. You can really get the space a lot quicker to turn up field. We get the first down. We're going to get down to the 39-yard line here. Start looking to try to take it into the end zone. We're going to run this shallow dig that I really like. Get it to good, his first catch of the game. He breaks away from a tackle and gets down to the 21-yard line. Just a pectoral strain for Joel Bitonio, but I really don't want him to come right back into the game and re-aggravate that, and then we lose him if somehow we do end up making the playoffs. As Ramondre Stevenson bouncing off a tackle, getting a lot of yards on that play. We're down to the 10-yard line. Looks like we might be able to get a first down inside the 1 as we hand it off to Stevenson again. He only gets 1 on that play. Going to hand it to Ramondre Stevenson again, and he stopped short. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. And I think we're going to have to throw the ball here. Don't think we're going to be able to really get 6 yards on a run. And there's a lot of pressure there. And was looking Garrett Wilson's way. He was the only one on that side of the field. And when he wasn't open, there was just nobody there. And that field goal is good this time. We're going to cut the lead in half. Can tie it up with another field goal or take a bigger lead with a touchdown. Important to get some points on the board there. It'd be tied if we hadn't missed that other field goal earlier. As the Jets are going to get the ball back just under 4 minutes to go here. We've really stopped them the last couple of times they've had the ball. Greenfield's gotten a lot of pressure. He's had a good game today. They're going to hand it off and get away from the boxes. Jamar Lewis is hurt. Had several injuries on the defensive line today. It's going to put Hennish out there. He doesn't see the field much. So that one goes incomplete. Christian Gonzalez trying to shut down everybody today. White's onto the field now, the defensive line. Uche onto the field. Uche doesn't get onto the field enough, but that's another first down for the Jets. It's a bruised sternum for Lewis, who is really only into the game in a certain formations. But now Hennish into the game. He sheds the block, but then is immediately picked up by another offensive lineman as they get another first down here. And the Jets are moving right down the field. Patrick Queen blitzing and might have just gotten just enough pressure to force a bad throw there. He was right in the quarterback's face. Greenfield comes out of his break a little slow. That pass incomplete, the receiver really just not ready for it. We're going to blitz sharp on this play. Hope he can get some pressure. He does. That's a sack. We're going to call a timeout. Get us the ball on this side of the 2-minute warning. we don't call a timeout there, they can run it all the way down to the 2-minute warning. That's not a great punt either. Gonna get the ball at the 26-yard line. Hopefully someone gets open on this. Gonna roll right here and get it out to Mims, who has a lot of space down to the 47-yard line. Think we could probably get a playoff here before the 2-minute warning. We can't, because Mailk Cunningham won't snap the ball. They have to do that little animation where they're looking around before they drop down and just... We're going to check this down to Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to get 9. Might actually look to run the ball in this play just to pick up the first down. Got plenty of time. We've got 2 timeouts. We'll go no huddle after we pick up the first down. We've got Edwards-Helaire and Ramondre Stevenson onto the field. And it's going to be Edwards-Helaire trying to get out of bounds up to the 27-yard line. 80 yards passing now for Mailk Cunningham. Not bad, nothing. No eye-popping numbers, but has managed to make a few throws. We get a block there, and the ball comes out, and the Jets are going to recover it at the 10-yard line. Ball was definitely out, and now the Jets are going to have a chance. They're going to throw here, get a completion and a first down. They're not going no huddle though. They're going to take a timeout. Cannot let them score here. Was thinking we get the ball to start the second half. They've had 90 yards, but I mean, passing numbers for both teams very similar here. Struggling a little bit with some of the pressure and maybe the snow. It's going to be 3rd and 10. We might look to get the ball back here if we get a stop. I think now they're probably just going to look to run the ball, make us call one of our timeouts. So this formation looks like they're probably going to run the ball, and they're going to get the first down. Met him in the hole, but couldn't bring him down. And now the Jets can probably run out the rest of the clock. That's intercepted by Kyle Duggar. Kyle Duggar with another interception. 29 seconds left in the half. And now we can, at the very least, look to tie the game. As Mailk Cunningham going to throw it out to Edwards-Helaire, but not on the same page. Pass is way off on that one. Don't want to run a screen here because we'll almost certainly have to call a timeout. And Good is open. He's going to almost make the catch. Drop the ball. And now I think might just look to try to pick up a few yards to make it a little bit easier. Field goals. That one's going to be incomplete. And now it's a 49-yarder. But I keep missing the perfect accuracy on the field goals. We're lucky that one's good. We're going to tie the game. It's been a very low-scoring game here. Nobody has a touchdown. The interception, though, by Kyle Duggar clutch gets us tied going into the half as long as nothing crazy happens here. I think they're just going to look to run the ball here. They do. We stop them. That's going to take us into the half. 6-6 is your score at the half. And it is very early Christmas Eve morning as I'm recording this. If you celebrate Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas. This video probably won't be out till after Christmas, as well, it might be. I might put this up tonight because I just uploaded the last episode a couple hours ago, so this one can go out tonight, and then I don't have to record another one if I don't want to. So we'll get back to Browns franchise at some point. Got a little ways to go in that season. We're not making the playoffs there. We're like 3-8 or something. So in our Lions franchise, we can still make the playoffs. I think. I'm trying to remember if we just got back to 500 or got one game over 5. I think we're one game over 500 in that. As we have a rookie quarterback in both of my other franchises. So accidentally went run inside there and didn't really want to do that, but maybe we will try to run inside. We've got full momentum here. I don't know what our momentum factors for this game are. Get out to the 21 better. Return than about half the time we return it. So, and if we hadn't had that fumble earlier on the screen pass, we might have been able to get a touchdown. We're able to get a field goal at the end of the half. 10 rushes for 39 yards for Ramondre Stevenson as he gets 5 there. And he's not like a big play running back. He's not going to get us like a 30-yard run. He's not going to take it 80 yards to the house a lot of the time. He can get 5. He can get 6. He can sometimes get 10. As we're going to check it down to Edwards-Helaire. It's going to bring up a 4th and 2, and I think we're just going to punt the ball. We're going to play it safe here. It's tied. Points have been hard to come by. We don't want to hand them anything too easy. They're going to call for a fair catch. Our defense has played amazing the last several times that the Jets have had the ball, as Carter is also back on the field after dealing with some cramps earlier. They're going to get a run here. That could have been big. They only get about 10. Somewhere between 9 and 10 there. That could have been a lot worse. They're going to run it again, get the first down. I'm okay with them getting the first down there. I mean, it's going to be hard to stop them 2nd and inches. That's going to be a completion. It's going to be hard to stop them 2nd and inches. I mean, if they pick up the first down, just don't let them get too much. But then they come out throwing, and that's some sort of a fake jet sweep, and then they handed it off to one of the receivers. So Patrick Queen blitzing here. They're able to get around the blitz. Jets have a nice drive going. We really need to stop that. So Greenfield here in the middle, gonna shed the tackle. To shed the block, I mean. He got some pressure, maybe affected the throw there. As Jabril Peppers is actually going to be in the zone. He is a superstar X Factor. Not sure if that's going to take him out of the zone as they get a first down. I don't even know what his zone ability is. I need to find out because I might want to change it. I need to go through my players' abilities because I know our tight end has superstar development, and so does Uche, but he never gets on the field. Like, I think we need to change some of our formation substitutions because, like, right now he's not even on the field, and he's good. He's a good player. As they're gonna run back and get sacked, it's gonna bring up 4th and 20. They're gonna kick another field goal. Nobody's scored a touchdown yet. Hopefully we get one at some point. They're gonna take the lead. Hopefully we can have a more successful drive this time. Ran the ball a couple of times and then tried to get a throw and pick up a first down, but we were short. So Ramondre Stevenson only 3.7 yards per carry so far. Really haven't been able to run the ball as well as we'd like to. Haven't tried to run it all that much as I threw the ball to the wrong. I pressed the wrong button. It is a completion. I don't know how Garrett Wilson caught that ball. It was right into coverage. But I wanted to just that wasn't who I wanted to throw it to, but it ended up working out. As I'm gonna run an end around to Boone here, and he loses 2 yards. So gonna try play action here. Gonna try to get it to good again, and that's way overthrown. 4th and 9, we have to punt the ball. If this were the 4th quarter, I might think about a fake punt, but they're actually going to try to return this. And they're going to get a big return here. They're going to return it all the way for a touchdown. Wide receiver Josh Roman. I've never seen the CPU return a punt for a touchdown. Bad special teams by us. We are going to get the ball right back. They take a 2-possession lead. We can't lose this game if we want to have any hope at all of making the playoffs. As Abraham is just shot down on that play. Absolutely destroyed. And we're going to need to move the ball. We haven't really been able to move the ball much today. And if it's 4th down, we may have to look at going for it at some point. As Mims with the catch there gets us out to the 41-yard line. I wouldn't go for it on 4th down if it's 4th and long, more likely than not. But 4th and short, I'd definitely think about it. As Ramondre Stevenson gets another 5 there. Not going to go with that end around again, that's for sure. Stevenson going to pick up a couple more. Going to bring up 3rd and 3. I think we're just going to look to run the ball again here and try to at least get 1 or 2 if we can't get the first down. Edwards-Helaire going to pick up a first down after bouncing off there. But he's got 6 rushes for 41 yards. He's had a much better day running the ball than Ramondre Stevenson has. He only gets one there. That's probably just going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Yeah. We're not going to be able to get a play here. 16-6 so far. Even a field goal here would get it back to a one-possession game. And our defense has played well. That last touchdown by the Jets was a punt return, so gonna get a screen here, but they read it the whole way. We're not really into decent field goal range yet here, so do need to pick up some more yards. Long verticals here, gonna attempt to pick up a first down. We're just gonna throw it deep. And that's incomplete, overthrown. And they want us to try a 60-yard field goal. I am 95% sure Jake Elliott can't make a 60-yard field goal. And I don't want to punt the ball here. Down 2 scores. So we're going to go for it. And we got a wide open guy there, but not a good pass. I think that was Mims that was wide open. They did come down and get a field goal the last time they had the ball. As that's complete, going to pick up 7. And we need to get the ball back here with plenty of time that we can score and not have to worry about taking our timeouts to get the ball back again. So they got a first down. They're going to get a wide open receiver there and get another first down. I'd be okay with them kicking a field goal, because then we can, it's still a 2-possession game if they kick a field goal, as they're pretty much into field goal range here. Can't get any pressure as our pass rush has really slowed down. They have a pretty bad offense, and they are just eating us alive today. When they move the ball, they move the ball. We've had some trouble just letting them down the field. Haven't allowed an offensive touchdown today. I think I'm going to try to audible here, as I can't see the audibles. They're going to run it with the quarterback. I don't know that that was a designed quarterback run, but it's what they tried to do. We really need to stop here. We'd like to get the ball back with at least 4 minutes left. As Patrick Queen trying to blitz, and that's going to be incomplete. One more stop here, and might force a field goal. We're going to take Patrick Queen again here. He's going to blitz again, and they're going to get sacked. Aiden Hutchinson, his first sack of the game. They're going to kick a field goal. We'll let them kick the field goal. They're going to take a 19-6 lead. And at this point, we have to have touchdowns. Don't have time to really run the ball. Gonna have to be passing from here on out. And Abraham gonna take the kickoff return. Gonna get out to the 23. Got 4 minutes, nearly 5 minutes here with 4 minutes, 43 seconds. We don't want to take any timeouts on this drive. We want to really get out quickly and score here. As we get the ball to Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to get all the way down to the 47-yard line. Getting all the way into Jets territory here. And nearly caught and possibly nearly intercepted there, as for some reason that play just has not been getting open our last couple of games. Good. Having trouble getting open the last several games, as we're going to look to throw to him again. Can't make the catch. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10. And I don't know what we go to here. Just not having anybody that's really been making any clutch catches here. Good looks open enough. He's going to catch the ball on the sideline, get us a first down. Down to the 27. Don't really want to look to go play action here, but not really seeing any better options. And Good's going to be wide open. That's a touchdown. Came down the field pretty quickly there. Going to get this back to a one-score game. Can't miss any extra points. Said that only took 24 seconds. I think we got out of bounds on every completion there. So yeah, that did. That only took 24 seconds. We had a incompletion and every other play got out of bounds. So I think under 5 minutes to go, getting out of bounds stops the clock. So we can get the ball back here. We really are in a position where we're not even necessarily going to have to use our timeouts, as Christian Gonzalez is injured on the play. We don't want that. We're going to blitz Jabril Peppers here. Hopefully he can get some pressure, as that's going to be complete. DeAndre Hopkins. Patrick Queen blitzing there, and was not able to get the stop, but dislocated shoulder for Christian Gonzalez. He's not going to be able to come back into the game. Patrick Queen was able to force the runner back inside on that last one. They're going to pitch it, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. And I think we're going to look to blitz here. And if we stop him here, I would consider calling a timeout. If they're going to throw it away, we're going to get the ball back with just over 2 minutes to go and all of our timeouts. Clock not really going to be an issue. And not really going to get anything on the return. Going to get the ball at the 15-yard line. We're going to try this play again, Sail. Hasn't really worked at all today, or really in the last couple of games, but just been covered. Hasn't gotten a good break off the line. I wouldn't mind running that play action crossers, but it hasn't come up at all today. Hasn't been suggested. So as we're going to try to get it out, and that's intercepted. And that might do it. That might be the end of the game. We might lose this one, and we're going to miss out on the playoffs entirely unless we can force a turnover here. And although we do have all of our timeouts, if somehow we can get the ball back, force a field goal here, maybe even block a field goal, and get the ball back and score without using our timeouts, we might still have a chance. Can't allow first down here. And we do. Out of bounds, though. That's going to be first and goal. So now we're going to have to take our timeouts. Really just going to have to hope for a turnover to have much of any chance here. So stop. Now we have to use the timeouts. A field goal would make this a 2-position. And they're going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. So I guess we don't have to worry about them kicking a field goal because now we've got a touchdown. And we've had trouble with the Jets. And we've had trouble with the Jets this year. This really wasn't our year. We've really had our first season that we've really improved, but it would kind of take a miracle at this point for us to come back. We'd probably have to score on the first play here and then try to get the ball back with not a lot of time. As Good's going to be wide open, and he's going to take it, and that's a touchdown. We may have a chance here. Trying to think about here how much we could. I don't want to kick the onside kick because I think we're gonna kick it deep and play defense. We've only got 2 timeouts, so they can run about 40 seconds off the clock. As I think we're gonna get called for a face mask here. We have to stop them. We have to not let them get a first down because we only have 2 timeouts. There's only 1:32 remaining. I can't imagine they're going to throw the ball here. And they're going to... We're going to let them score. We're going to let them score. And we're going to try to do the same thing again. If they get the first down there, the game is over. So I'm letting them score on the off chance that we can, again, score on the first play. We get the ball back. And there's no way we win this game. There is absolutely no way. So if somehow we could, well, we're not going to run back the kickoff. So 2 timeouts. Go levels corner again. It worked the last time. I think last time we might have been on the other hash, but not getting nearly as open this time. One's going to fall incomplete. Play action crossers might get open. First time it's been suggested today. If we can block here, it might be able to get a big play. That's going to be intercepted. That's the game. We lose to a bad Jets team, and we miss out on the playoffs. I'll call our timeouts here, but and no, I won't because they've already. And 100. I mean, the numbers are a little inflated because we let them run all the way down the field on that last drive, but And I don't know why they're even bothering to run a play here because they can just take a knee. But 20 seconds, there's absolutely no reason to try to call timeouts. So we're going to lose to the Jets. We've lost 2 in a row. At one point, we won 5 in a row. This game's over. We'll look at the stats. Mailk Cunningham, 3 interceptions. Had a long as 70. That was at the end. Tiller didn't do much. Running, it was Brees Hall. A lot of it was late, though. Ramondre Stevenson couldn't do much. Edwards-Helaire probably should have got more opportunities. Receiving, Edwards-Helaire had 5 catches, but didn't really have any yards. Alex Good had 129 yards receiving, but 70 of that was at the end on one play. Ramondre Stevenson had 70 yards. Marvin Mims had a few catches, but we really just didn't do a whole lot all game. Had 4 tackles for loss from our safety. Aiden Hutchinson had a few. Had a lot of tackles for loss. Greenfield had 2 sacks, but didn't have any more after getting those pretty early. Hutchinson, we sacked them a lot today, but 2 interceptions for Kyle Duggar, and then they intercepted us quite a few times. And I think the real big turning point of this game was that forced fumble on the screen pass in the first half, and didn't allow us to get a touchdown to go up in the game. And I don't think at this point that there's. I think we have pretty much 0 chance of making the playoffs. I think even if other teams lose, we're eliminated. So the team ahead of us now has, because the team ahead of us, the Bengals, and I think they only had 6 losses. So we have an injury. It's not really going to matter here because we're not going to be in the playoffs. As now we're gonna try to hit the back button and back out of that because it's not gonna load. But we do have to discuss the results of the game with the under siege scenario, as now the game has not wanted to load or respond. At least we didn't finish last in the division again. We're 9-8. It was a better year. Just couldn't win down the stretch to get it into the. We couldn't win down the stretch to get into the playoffs, but trying to do this so I can advance the week to show you that we didn't make the playoffs, but now the game wants to be dumb. It only does this in my offline franchise. I think it's because it's offline. It doesn't. I mean, it actually has to load the game and stuff. It hasn't. I don't think it's actually frozen up. It doesn't most of the time actually freeze up. It just wants to take a very long time to load anything. Most of the time it does it when you're coming out of practice or whatever. And it's just been doing this recently. So I don't know if an update that they did has messed things up or what. As soon as I think about resetting it, that's when it works. Sometimes I don't know if maybe pressing the Xbox button helps, but we'll have more blocking. Okay. Does that carry over into next season? I don't think so. And not going to make the playoffs here. We definitely didn't make the playoffs. So We'll look at the stats and everything when we get to the off season. That may be a little while. I don't know. We're definitely going to keep Mailk Cunningham. He's our quarterback. That's the whole point of this series is we're trying to get Mailk Cunningham a Super Bowl. So, well, we might look to make a few moves in the off season. Maybe some big ones. Maybe we just keep it together and we actually had we were worst in the league in defensive points per game. So that's a big problem. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.